glasses.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the bad things, of course, about that beach.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Well, imagine my surprise, when you find out they're hippies. Right?
Right.
Yeah. It's too late then.
Yes.
Really, because you're kind of committed, right?
Yes.
Right.
Anyway, these three girls I was with,
Yes.
they all had, pussy shaved. And you ever had shaved pussy, Bill?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I mean that's the only way I roll.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do the hairy thing.
No, not at all.
No way. Whenever I do run into a girl that's hairy down there,
Yes.
I'll make a fun new game out of shaving her.
Right.
Right. No, it's a true story. Well, it's a different story.
Yes.
I'll stick with the beach one because it's about the challenges in life, right?
Right.
That's what we're talking about here. So, anyway, I get the three girls. I get their clothes off, right?
Yes.
And they're all shaved and it's all looking good, and I can see they're wet and they're glinting in the firelight.
Right.
And it's all good. So we get going. We go for it.
Yes.
Right? And we're going for it. But this is where the challenge comes in.
Yes.
Right.
Remember when I was talking about the only white sand beach on the island? Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you can get yourself into quite the predicament because that white sand really does get everywhere.
Right.
And before you know it, it's grating on your penis and inside the girl. And she's like, stop. And you're like, feed the demon. Right?
Right.
You ever done that? That reminds me of another story.
Yes.
Right.
And it's perfect night, too. Like, what better night than Christmas Eve to bring up my feed the demon story?
Right.
Yeah, no. My one of my friends, Keith Bond.
Yes.
He
Yes.
Right.
He told me, he says, when you're with a new girl,
Yes.
he says try doing this. She's gonna love it.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, when you get on top of her and you start pumping, right? He says just grab her by the hair really fucking hard and scream, feed the demon.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well. I'm sorry, am I rambling?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, getting back to the challenge story.
Yes.
Yeah, you get sand in those parts, right?
Yes.
And it hurts,
Yes.
Right.
But that's why I say it's just like you say, Bill.
Yes.
You've got to not let these things stop you. Right?
Right.
So, I'm proud to say that, I've still got some scars on my penis from,
Yes.
Right.
from actually losing skin on the, yeah. It's got to be worse for girls, though. I gotta say, yeah, that, yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, now, what the hell were we doing? Oh, right. Okay. Yes, we're back from our first commercial break, and
Yes.
we were talking about Gun Nuts United, and somehow, I remember how it was Bill and his challenges story. Yes.
Right.
All right. Well, that's out of the way now. Gun Nuts United mentions done.
Yes.
Okay. So now we can move on to other things. Yeah. Okay, Biff. Yep. All right. Well. Oh yeah. No. That's. Yeah. Well, that's. I didn't mention any names. That's okay. Yeah. No, it's just Biff whining again.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, he's still whining. Right. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Okay. So, Bill.
Yes.
Here's a quick question for you. Have you ever invited Biff Henderson out to your place? Yeah.
I've invited him 3 times to Monday Night Football at my house.
Yeah.
And he's been busy or he's turned me down.
So, yeah, see, and yeah, Biff's just shaking his head, right?
Yes.
You know, like, no, he hadn't. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know we're on the air. Yeah, that's
Right.
Hey, come on. We are literally the only talk show that is working Christmas Eve.
Yes.
We're absolute amazing magnet men to be around.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, what would we call ourselves if we were a group of men? Would be like we'd be the titans of manliness, wouldn't we?
Right.
No? I think that. Yeah.
How many different families do you have?
No, titans of manliness. I didn't say dad of many.
Right.
Although some of those kids did get a little too much sand in them.
Right.
Yeah.
You being Catholic, you realize that you can have birth control. You realize that?
Yeah, but it's not really a Catholic thing out at the beach at 2 a.m. Yeah,
Right.
it's not. No.
The idea that by going out into the world, by embracing the world, you're better off than not, than by shutting the door and trying not to be vulnerable. We're all vulnerable to the vicissitudes, but you've got to keep going. Otherwise, you dry up and you're going to die in the same length of time. You've got an allotted span, whatever that may be, and you hurry across the road, even if you're feeling trepidatious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give you that, Bill. Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's see. I don't know. I really want since the beach story came up.
Yes.
There's like so many other stories rattling through my head.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, it's Christmas.
Yes.
Right. We don't have traffic. You know, we don't have the weather.
No.
It seems to me like we've got some extra time. So,
Right.
you know, I'm thinking to myself, hey, this might be a great opportunity to,
Right.
you know, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, I guess.
Yes.
It's really what I'm doing. Seinfeld.
Hey, can I see your dick?
Damn.
Right.
Man, you got that together, man.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I thought I would have you there for sure that time. You know, because I'm off talking about all these different things. And,
Yes.
you know, figuring he's totally lost in what I'm saying, right?
Right.
No, of course not. No. Yeah.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
No, Gilbert, no.
Yes.
Right.
It's not it at all. Anyway.
Hey, getting back to something we discussed earlier in the interview.
Yeah, we're getting there. Just chill out.
Right.
Just give it a second, man. It's coming. All right?
Right.
God. Right.
Yes.
Yes, that's the story I'm thinking of. See, I thought, okay, well, geez, I must have a story where I can incorporate my mom.
Yes.
Right.
And a story that's interesting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But isn't all about sex.
Right.
So, you know, granted, it did just take me 5 or 6 minutes there to figure out one that didn't involve sex, but,
Right.
you know, I got it. Nice.
Good.
Yeah, I got it. So, do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Once upon a time.
Right.
No, when I was a kid, I guess I'm going to say about 12 or 13 years old, right?
Yes.
My mom used to, well, I don't know if you'd call it a hobby or not.
Yes.
Yeah. She used to enter contests.
Yes.
Right. And man, she was very systematic about it.
Yes.
Like she would, they would say on a lot of these contest entries that these companies would have, like, well, the first one that comes to mind, of course, is Kraft Dinner.
Yes.
You know, the KD. They had a contest in 1986.
Yes.
Right.
And it was an all expenses paid trip for 4 to beautiful Orlando, Florida. Right?
Right.
And it said in the fine print on these contest entries, like that there would be a pad of them that used to hang on the shelf right below the products.
Yes.
That were having the contest. They would hang them on the shelf front, and you'd take one of the contest entries and take it home, fill it out, and mail it in. Right?
Yes.
Back in the old days.
Yes.
Right.
Well, she'd take one of these things, and she'd go home, and she was psycho.
Yes.
Like
Right.
she actually built for herself
Yes.
out of wood and an old cabinet and everything. She actually built a table that she would sit on top of her legs,
Yes.
and inside the cabinet she put a light.
Yes.
And then she had a glass top to this thing. So she like made herself a light table back in like 1986
Yes.
or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nothing but innovation.
Right.
So anyway, what she'd do is she'd be tracing these things out.
Yes.
Like, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yes.
And then she showed me on these contest entries, it says that you have to enter with this form.
Yes.
Or you can also send in a reasonable facsimile of the attached UPC code, right?
Right.
And this is back in the days when UPC codes first came out.
Yes.
So, I'm looking at these things, I'm like, wow, it's an alien language.
Right.
Right? And, yeah, so anyway, she would sit there for hours every night.
Yes.
She'd get home from work, we'd do the dinner thing, and then she'd sit there in the living room for hours watching TV, and she would draw out these hand-drawn facsimiles of the UPC code for Kraft Dinner, right?
Right.
But that wasn't the only contest she was doing at any one time. She had like 20 or 30 on the go.
Yes.
And this one time, we go into the food store, and sitting up on top of this big display of, I want to say it was Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it was Coca-Cola. Up on top of this thing was a brand new Honda ATC.
Yes.
Right.
Now, a lot of you are like, what the hell is that?
Right.
Right? Well, it's funny you should ask that, and I'll get to that soon. There's a reason why you don't know it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So there I am. I see this thing, and it's basically what it is.
Yes.
Is a 3-wheeled motorcycle, right?
Yes.
And so it's like a Harley Davidson trike, only it has like huge balloon tires.
Right.
Right? Oh yeah, big knobby tires. These things were like all terrain.
Yes.
Like that's why they called it the ATC.
Yes.
Right? It's all terrain cycle.
Right.
So and yeah, whatever. It's cool and it's big and it's whatever and so they have these entry forms there with a box.
Yes.
Oftentimes you'd go and a lot of contests would be on site at a mall or a shopping center. Right?
Yes.
So she'd have me steal pads of these things, right?
Right.
And it says enter as often as you want, right?
Yes.
On